Hello everyone, Russell Wright from networkempire.com. I'd like to welcome you to Curation Profits. And I'm going to explain to you why our course is different. We're a group of developers that understand the web at the infrastructural level because we've developed vertical online market analysis tools using semantic natural processing and keyword research. This is a technology that literally goes out to the web and brings back tens of thousands of web pages and analyzes those pages for the conversations happening on them based on all the words. And then we compare the conversations happening to the prices in the marketplace. And we're able to bring back the most profitable conversations happening so that when our students and clients build websites, they're building websites knowing what the conversation and passions that drive the market is about, but also knowing which one has the most money surrounding it. And again, because we come from the machine world, integrating the human world into our technologies has been fun. And Curation Nation by Stephen Rosenbaum was kind of a groundbreaking book that talks about how human beings are trying to take control and organize the web into buckets of information that seems to give the illusion of having more control over the information flow. And although it's very powerful, what we're finding is a lot of curators really don't understand the technical web enough. They're not optimizing the information and the RSS feeds that they already have. And the one feed to rule them all system is a kind of pet name that we have to help our clients organize their empire and make use of optimizing the content that they already have. You're never going to hear me tell you to go out and buy private label content or go out and have a bunch of articles written, and unless you're a major corporation. And that goes for you curators out there too. I've worked with some of the large curation companies and inspected their technologies from the perspective of a developer and somebody who runs his own business, actually several of them. And I'm telling you that until you get a handle on your own content and your own SEO empire, as well as your own RSS information, you're not really going to be doing anything other than wasting time with a lot of these methods. And so the one feed to rule them all is a system a network empire team describes, the network empire team to describe the processes of RSS curation. This information that I'm showing you now is an excerpt from our $15,000 one-on-one consultation that we provide with clients who have to fly to the ThemeZoom home offices and take our course with my mentor, ThemeZoom architect Sue Bell, and myself. It takes 8 days to complete. So this is a special treat. I want you to understand why before you get involved in curation, you should understand your basic RSS curation. Okay, RSS curation is not the same as content curation. One feed should not be confused with advanced content curation methods. Most of the curation methods that you're learning out there are not teaching you the basic technology infrastructures that you should know to optimize or leverage more effectively the content that you already have. Nor does the basic one feed setup require the use of Google Plus and other systems that I know you're very familiar with. My Google Plus course has become quite popular, where we teach you to integrate the tale of two Googles, the Google split personality, which is the Google social engine and social graph, and personalized, what's now called the Google personalized results, as well as the Google proper or legacy engine. We're going to get into that here in a little bit. Now, we optimize all of that, and what you're going to learn in the Curation Profits course is about integrating all of these basic methods before you even start getting distracted with content curation. So just relax. You don't have to accomplish all of this at once, which is why the Curation Profits course was created. We want you to understand that you should begin with your basic knowledge of Sphere, your basic RSS curation, and your basic SEO link flow retention that has retained the page rank and the link flow within your empire. And on the video that's also contained here on this page, the Curation Profits video, you can see that most of the curation platforms we teach do pass page rank. So relax, you don't have to know all of this all at once, but familiarize yourself with this. So that's why we have you start only with your WR1 and WRS1. These are the branded sites that contain your primary branding, and you're going to let Google Plus know, let Google know that you own these platforms, because it actually strengthens your social graph while optimizing both search engines. And if you don't understand what I mean by both search engines, there's actually more than both. It's good for us to just take a look. We cover a lot of this in our Google Plus course, but Google is not what it used to be. It's much more sophisticated. Okay, so when you type in something like Curation Profits now, okay, or content curation or whatever, you have to consider the tale of two Googles And it's actually the tale of 3.5 Googles now. There's the Google Social Graph, or personalized results. There's Google Proper, which is the old search engine. And then there's whether you're logged in or not, yes or no. Are you logged in or are you not? Those are all slightly different results depending upon what's going on. What we're showing you in the Curation Profits course, as well as the One Feed to Rule Them All G++ course, which is a separate course where we pull elements into your Curation Profits course, is really including all of this. When you optimize in the way that my team is showing you, using website, cell architecture, theme clustering, and incorporating all of this syndication model using RSS syndication and optimization, you're including all of this. And that's really what you want to do. You need to know that the personalized results and the non-personalized results, personalized results are more about the social search engine. That's why they're connected to your Google Plus circles. It's all about who's in your circles. And we get into that in the Google Plus course. So I just want you to know that things have gotten complicated, but not complex, or else complex, but not complicated. Of course, if you're using our system, we try to walk you through that. So when you first start out, when we're helping our clients, regardless if they're major corporate clients or that we're billing out at $5,000 or more per month, or they're just the work-at-home mom, we still start them on the same way. Make a list of your RSS feeds for your personal branded empires and your personal branded social. If you haven't seen this, we cover all this in the course. These are social engines that you don't own the platform and they're not on your own hosting account. And these are sites, blogs, or regular websites that are on your primary ring. That's your personal branded ring that you admit to owning, that you have your personal face and or your logo on these branded sites. We have people make a list and check it twice. Which RSS feeds do they already have? And that's the minimum requirements, basic level. Okay, our basic level minimum requirements include your money site, a website, a blog RSS out, a YouTube account with an RSS out. Don't use the default YouTube RSS. We have a better version of it. We're not pleased with the recent changes on YouTube. There's a new RSS feed which we give you in the course. A basic branded Twitter account. These are all contained within WRS1. A Twitter feed. It's helpful that you understand how to automate your twittering without making it less human. Okay, people are concerned about auto Twitter. We show you how to set that up so it's still very human. And then of course there's the OnlyWire and Ping FM for your bookmarking reach. And of course you can use Yahoo Pipes. Where you have Yahoo Pipes or upcoming Network Empire Pipes, we're actually building a version of Pipes, which is a feed aggregator. That allows you to take any number of feeds and put them in, into the system and come out with a single one feed. That's where the one feed to rule them all comes in. Then you can do anything you want with them. You can put them into Twitter feed, you can put them into OnlyWire. At this point, you have total syndication control of automating your empire, and there's a lot of steps that you need to know to make that happen. But once it's set up once, it's set and forget, and you're getting a lot further reach while you're taking care of your SEO and your social space penetration all at the same time. And I see most curators missing these basic implements, these basic functions. Notice I haven't talked about private label resale content, creating more content, getting overwhelmed with writers and Odesk and all that. I'm talking about just basic optimization of even if you have one article per month coming out of your blog, for most people it's not even going into the right places. They're not even optimizing, leveraging it, and they're all wrapped around the axle about creating more content. Get the basics. Don't forget the basics. This is our minimum requirement. And then you might be ready to move on to advanced requirements of one feed to rule them all, which include building upon what you already have, your RSS directories. Then you're ready to get a little bit more advanced. I watch people do this in the exactly wrong order. They go to their RSS directories before they even understand the social nuance of what's going on, or their branded empire is all over the place. You have to build a branded empire first, get social with it so you can get traffic signals, and then start syndicating to your RSS directories. Okay, and you can bring all those out of Yahoo Pipes. So if you've got different things going into Yahoo Pipes, they can come out into what's called one feed, and you can shove that one feed into your various RSS directories. And it's from this point that you get a lot of pinging and a lot of SEO value, especially if you've built your money sites in the order that within the structure and the standards that we help you with, website, seller architecture, semantic clustering, all these different things. At this point, your feeds are very clustered. People can start drawing your feeds out into the web into webland, and you'll find it's true with YouTube as well. People will draw out your YouTube feed and they'll start publishing your videos everywhere and even embedding your videos in high page rank sites. Suddenly all this stuff starts to snowball, and you haven't really accounted for those types of things when you're not experienced. So when you put things through feeds, they can get syndicated and your SEO value goes up in a variety of different ways, which are beyond the scope of this introductory video. And then we'll teach you about Twyla and advanced techniques that's incorporated with Twitter and Twyla. If you've been building your Twitter and your WRS1 rings in the way that we talk about using thematic clustering, and you're building your personal brand based on topics that matter to your industry, Twyla can automate the process of building a website out of your Twitter tweets. If those tweets are containing your PageRank or containing your own topical brand flow, then Twyla automatically will build some PageRank out for you. We're getting ranked on search engines for Twyla, and we never touched it, and it's driving PageRank to our site. Those are kind of advanced techniques we get into later. So super advanced real-time news requirements, that's when Curation and Curation Nation comes in. If you don't have those basic building blocks put together, then none of this really is going to make sense, and you're going to be getting your cart way before the horse. And most internet marketers, beginners, and even intermediate folks, and sometimes yours truly, forgets to do these things in the right order. And this is what we spend a lot of our time with our high-paying clients and our students getting untangled. If you get it right to begin with, you can build these. Curation, when I talk about real-time news curation, my philosophy on this is very different than a lot of the real-time news curators out there, and you should listen to everything that they all have to say. Robin Good, Stephen Rosenbaum, Curation Nation. Learn about their methods and start watching to see how they're integrating their RSS feeds and the rest. Make sure that you have a list of your own, and make sure that you understand the monetization model that you're involved in. Most content curators out there are either getting paid to be a librarian by a corporate interest, or they're not making any money. And so with the methods that I'm showing you as premium content means membership-based content that's worthy of paying for. The difference between a smart marketer and a smart content provider is their stories are usually interesting but incomplete, and they drive their traffic to a paid membership area. There's nothing scarier than interesting and complete content that's for free out on the web. This whole mythology that that's the kind of content you need to provide, and huge amounts of it that'll drain your bank account dry, is the general mythology that's out there. You have to, as a curator, you have to understand the difference between premium content and interesting and complete content. And this is what we get into within the membership area. Super advanced real-time news requirements, or real-time industry curation, very similar but different. We build on what we've previously given you in the advanced modules. That's when we begin to add new content, okay? And usually it's just a repurposing of content that you or someone else has created using programs like Storify, using Scoopit, which is one of my favorite curation platforms. This is where we began to introduce curation platforms, because at this point you will have understood PageRank, social signals, traffic signals on the real-time web, and you'll be using them all together in one single process, including Google+. Almost like transparencies overlaid on top of each other, where you're building a stackable business model that one single button or one single piece of curated content or one flipped story is going to start to outrank the original website, the original author for his book even, because you're curating it more effectively, concluding SEO and traffic signals. You're just, when you stack your business model and your publishing model, you're able to be smarter than most of the people out there that are not stacking things in a way that is an enterprise-based platform thought process, okay? So hopefully that makes sense to you. And then, of course, we deal with your RSS feeds, Google++, which is your social signal by letting Google know within your Google profile that these are the platforms that are your primary WR1 branded blogs and sites. They give you more social credential and authentication. And that's what the Google+ operating system is about. It's not about Google Buzz or Google Wave or all these other secondary divisions or kind of startup environment kind of softwares that Google has put out in the past. This is millions upon millions of dollars invested in it as a backbone database to organize all the human beings in Google's network. Okay, it's in a completely different, as developers, we know what's going on over there. We explain to you how to use that from the development perspective, not from the social distraction perspective. Okay, so this is really, then we get into Twilight some more. And then we've set you up for how to use Quora and the Quora Empire software and technology we've developed. We don't cover that in this course, it's another course. But by that point, you'll be a master curator, you'll be a master industry topical news flipper, and you'll also be understanding how PageRank flows from all these sites. You can watch the video on Curation Profits for free about how these curation platforms do still pass PageRank, and you'll be prepared for the next course, which will be a separate course. You either need to be a full Network Empire member or purchase the Quora course separately. But by that point, you'll be able to literally use questions in our ISDNA process to convert sales by using other people's content to aikido them into your own well-placed questions and drive those consumers and or students to the topics that you're an expert or subject matter expert in. And even if you're not a subject matter expert, you can just reposition the answers to these questions in a way that drives seekers to your product and or service. This is really powerful stuff, you guys. We make sales sometimes within 20 minutes of posting a Quora question or syndicating something through our network, sometimes less, sometimes it's immediate. This is Russell Wright from networkempire.com. I look forward to seeing you on the inside and helping you become a much better curator as well as a cybernetic business expert. See you on the inside.